Hold on. Hey, hold on. I'm finna send it. Hold on. Let me send it.
Yeah, send it to the group chat.
Start one. Y'all got this shit. Is already started one?
I'm gonna send it to you.
I'm gonna send it to Pig. All right. Hey, Ron, you next, bro. Don't go nowhere. Go do what you gotta do. Come back. Yeah.
Here's the Browns taker chase to the offense, set to go, and we are underway now from Cleveland. This is going to be returned from near the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. On play action, Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On the ground, it's Chubb. Oh, he bowls over him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Check 31, check 31. Red alert, red alert. 54 is much, 54 is much. Check, check, watch 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 26, check 26. Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
We're scoreless after 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Lance now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Sermon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Sermon. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll try again with Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Well, for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because, When he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 29 yards. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Mayfield on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for the Niners. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Play action. Now it's Lance. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. So that'll be no better than an incompletion.
You play. Yeah, play, folks.
So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd and goal, Lance. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Sermon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
One more time with Mostert. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain there on 3rd and long. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Niners on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started.
You gave me another opportunity, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm here, boy.
No penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th.
Hey, you put me away right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh. That boy just did that, man.
It's up and good, and they'll jump back ahead, 35-28. So after surrendering the punt,
that might go out of bounds.
In turn on this kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
I got Cleveland, bro. I'm Cleveland.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Lance a handoff here to Mostert.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lance now to throw.
And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Lance looking to throw it. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. That's swung out to Mostert. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, a 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are an extra point away from
shit went to the wire, boy.
Minutes.
Don't forget the extra point hits up and good. And partner, we got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip to the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball. And then all of a sudden it just stalled it. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, it's not like it's something we're moving. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal with the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that. But if anything, it may gain more confidence. Okay, they stopped this once. That's all right. Let's keep moving. Make them do it again.
And incomplete on the deep ball. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drain ball with a passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Chubb will have the first down at much forward. Yeah, all the way up to the 45-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield will throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's caught at the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. Charles just can't play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him at field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now an all rest on the right foot of the kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
GG, boy.
Final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Hey.
Well, yeah, I want them two niggas over there to pick up.
That's GG, man. Coming. I supposed to stay true and just ran the ball, started passing when I went up.
Hey, ain't that last play you want for the goddamn?
Which one? That run?
No, that deep pass.
Oh, over the top.
I was trying to make McCollum stay back and front around and hit square L1.
Hey, I supposed to kept it on the ground. Game been over. When I went up 14, I supposed to kept running, bro.
Not Ron, so fast, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah, they running up. Yeah, run it back. Run it back. That was a good game.
Yo, when I call my man, the boys get right, man. I told you that, bro. Hey, that was 5K you would have lost. You would have lost 5,000, boy.
I wasn't betting 5K on him.
We were trying to bet it. We were trying to bet that.
Y'all, was you listening to what I said? Y'all heard what I said.
Y'all heard
who I said. Y'all answered to what I said. You wasn't listening.
I'm going to run with somebody else, Pete. That was a good game, boy.
Good game.
That was GG, boy.
Whenever you ready, man. Yeah. Now, you got to play cap.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jones again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Room to run past midfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
They find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 62 yards. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
That boy watching that deep ball. He watching that shit. You know, them boys fading out. I gotta give him what he, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he give me, I gotta hit him.
And it's good to make it 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nah, this ain't for no bread. This ain't for no bread.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him starting up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over possession here at the 44. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Fights loose. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. On 1st down, Wentz. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. From the red zone now, Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox there to make the grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now. And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next? The adjustment to the adjustment? Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen? Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Man open, here is Jones. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Packers...
Yeah, that was boy. You supposed to use that. Damn. Probably that red zone. He probably got the ability with that, like a red zone threat. Some shit, I don't know. Oh, post route. That post route. That probably A-Rod. That nigga throw that shit fast, boy. I try to kill him. I need to see them 49ers again, man. Bring them boy back out, man.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wentz going to give this to Taylor, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And that nearly their first pick of the game. But it falls down to the ground, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 17, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QB.
And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. To throw is Wentz. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. Touchdown, Colts. Zach Pascal, 33 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Jones. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Packers 28, Colts 14.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. On play action, now Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there. That would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now Wentz on third down. He'll get this off to Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Wentz now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Doyle. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays.
And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Josiah DeGuara, 60 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. He's got daylight. The 40, 30, the 20, 10.
Hey, Rod, nigga. Nigga let A-Rod make the play, man.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Running room at the 50. Look out. Down the numbers. There he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Colts. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Oh, he fakes a spike. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, here is Cobb. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A check down here to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Open man, this is Lewis. 20, 10, 5. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers throwing here. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. They'll look to throw. And the Packers add on to their lead. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, what a move. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. From the 41, Wentz. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final try now for Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many.